What ba na?
Oops. Oops, we did it again. Where are we at?
Oh, Singapore. Still in Singapore.
What do you got there, baby?
It's love.
So where are you? On what? All right, so we made it to our room on the Norwegian Sun. So this is our first cruise on Norwegian. We've never done one. And we went with the porthole.
It's all we can afford.
A window. Yeah, no balcony, no suite. But it's good enough. Anyway, the room is a little bit smaller than what we had on the Queen Mary 2. But hey, I don't plan on being in this room very much, to be honest with you. But it's all right. There's plenty of storage, it looks like. Yeah, enough. There was actually double this amount of storage on the Queen Mary of this.
Did we have a porthole on the Queen Mary? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. You know what's bigger?
What?
The actual porthole.
Yeah, the porthole on this one's bigger on the Queen than the Queen Mary, that's for sure. That's true.
Yep.
And so, the bathrooms, it's kind of like your typical camper. This is kind of like our fifth wheel when we were living in the fifth wheel back in the States. Kind of a small, tight shower, but hey, it'll work. Again, you're on a cruise like this, and on this cruise, we're going to be like, we're in the South China Sea. It's going to be nice and warm, so we're going to be out on the decks enjoying the sun and the fun. And we have a lot of ports of call on this one. So we don't have too many sea days. So we're going to be out and about doing stuff. But anyway, guys, here's our home for the next 12 days. Here on the Norwegian Sun. And here you go. I think so. No, we got a big porthole. Alright, y'all, so this was our third time to go to Phuket, Thailand. We just self-toured. We've been there so many times, and we've actually been there on another cruise before, so we know it's a port of call day. There's not a lot of time to do much. You definitely can't enjoy the nightlife because the ship's leaving about 7 o'clock or whatever. And so we just went into town, and I got a massage. Christine got butchered by a manicure and pedicure. She was not happy about that one, especially paying good money for it. But yeah, she said the gal tore her up, like cut her fingers and toes pretty bad, so she was upset about that. But we ended up getting a good lunch, as we always do when we go there, and enjoyed a little bit of the beach before we headed back onto the ship.
Babae sa talahiban ba na?
Are they gonna make you itch?
It's gonna spur up my allergy, that's for sure.
Are you gonna be dukak?
Yeah, we do kaggle left. I gotta cover my elf ear.
Elf ear.
Did it stay? Ah,
Yeah.
that's cute.
Go run through them. We should get them to grow like that. How come we can't do that?
Gotta have rice, baby.
Tonight, you see Muay Thai, you see Thailand. See the best of the best. See the best of the champion. See the
You need a bird like that.
That ship is small.
Yeah, I think it's the smallest one we've been on. But I like it. Oh,
Who's
this
the
is really nice, this boardwalk.
You tell me you don't know how to say sorry. Sorry, but no, I had enough already.
Tagay, Sarah, tagay.
Pasok ba no? Tumors.
So our next stop was Langkawi, Malaysia. And this place is absolutely beautiful. They have an international airport here, so you can definitely fly in. You don't have to go in with a ship, and we plan on doing that at a later date. I definitely want to go back to Langkawi. And Langkawi means eagle in Malaysian. So we self-toured this island again, and we just walked in. We just got off the boat at the pier, walked in, and we walked through the little port area, and of course you get bombarded by all the taxis and the tour guides and everybody else like you usually do. And we were like, no thank you, no thank you. And most of them, respected our wishes. They didn't bother us. But then we had a couple of them that were like, oh, you need to rent us. This is just a parking lot. This is just a parking lot. And so finally I had to tell them, hey, this parking lot's connected to a road somewhere, right? And they just kind of, shied away and knew that I called them out on it. But anyway, guys, we walked down the road. It wasn't a very far walk. We did have to go over a hill, and it was a little hot. But once we got down to the beach, it was absolutely wonderful. So when we were walking the beach, I stopped to take off my shoes. I had worn my hiking shoes, and there was a family that was near where I was taking my shoes off, and I could hear them speaking, and they were speaking clearly enough to where I could understand that they were speaking Russian. I do know a little bit of Russian, guys, believe it or not. I took it back in college. And so I made conversation with them, and the next thing you know, they're giving me a Tiger beer. And so I made some new friends right there on the beach. And it was an awesome experience. Me and Christine hung out with them. It was a cool deal. What it was is two brothers. One of them lives over there on the Japan side of Russia, and the other one actually lives in Estonia. And this is where they met to see each other. And one of the brothers, the one from the Japan side of Russia, brought his wife and two boys. And just had a great time just talking about life and everything. And guys, I hate to tell you this, but you know, people are people all over the world. They're just like us. They've got the same dreams. They've got the same hopes. They've got the same worries. They've got the same everything as we Americans do.
In Russia, it's на здоровье.
На здоровье.
Yes, yes.
Oh, it's recording. it's a video, so it's okay.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
Здоровье.
La здоровье.
All right. Мой новый русский друг.
Yeah.
Да. My new Russian friends.
Oh, awesome.
Again, this is just an absolutely beautiful area, and it was not overrun with tourists. A matter of fact, this island has no taxes from the country of Malaysia. It has no taxes, and so when I got given a beer by the Russians, well, of course I had to reciprocate a little bit. So I went to the store and found a convenience store nearby. And I bought a 6-pack of big Tiger beers, like the 50 milliliters, and some bottled water. And it was like dirt cheap. I couldn't believe how cheap it was compared to other places we've been, because they just don't have taxes here. So it's definitely a good place to go. It's one of those places that is not overrun with tourists, and that's why I want to go back. Are those even good to eat?
I don't know.
As we are seeing on the line, we're going to get on the way here, we're going to go see down South Tours tonight. Weather-wise, it looks like we're going to have a nice day. All the way to tonight, so it's going to be nice and smooth, calm seas all the way down.
Palm trees grow and rents are low, but you know, when I make my way back.
What song is
Well,
that?
I'm New York City born and raised. These days I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't mine. New York's LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more.
He's a good singer.
You know it yet?
That's what I said.
No, I don't.
I am leaving me lonely still.
I'd sing if I could. I can't think of it.
And then he said, and then it goes back where he's talking. He said, you ever hear about a frog who dreamed of being a king and became one?
Yeah,
Except for the names,
you
and a
heard
few
of
other
a-
changes.
you
He's
heard
talking
of
about
frog?
me. Story's the same one. Well, I got an emptiness deep inside, and I've tried, but I can't, it won't seem to let me go. See, if I had, I would have been able to do it if the song was up there.
I know it.
But I got an emptiness deep inside, and I can't stand the sound of being alone. I am myself.
I know.
You can sing.
I know.
To no one.
Want us to sing.
there.
And this is a cappella right
What I
here.
was gonna do, but they wouldn't let me do it.
I know it.
No one heard at all, not even the chair. I cry. I am, said I am lost and I can't even say why. I said. I cried. I am. And that's it. I mean, it's strange. Once you go to I am, and then it sort of does a little bit of a.
The next stop we got off the ship was in Kuala Lumpur. Now, the port area is an hour and a half, depending on the traffic, it can be longer, from the city center of Kuala Lumpur. So we had to we took an Uber or a Bolt, or I can't remember which one company it was, same thing. And we went on in. Now, I was extremely hungover from staying up so late the night before. And so it was not the most fun day, and that's okay, because Kuala Lumpur is definitely a place we'll go back to. It's going to be one of those cities, kind of like Bangkok, that we will go back and stay for a few days and check it out and see everything. We did get to see the big towers and everything else. I forgot the name of the dang thing, but we got to see those towers, and we got us a little bit of ramen down there, but we didn't spend much time. Now, some of the condos that you're seeing on this thing, on the drive-in, about 50% of them are actually unoccupied. They're empty. They're actually investments by the Chinese. It's where a lot of the Chinese hide their money from the government in China. And so they build them, and they don't really intend on leasing them out. They're just there. And I'm no real estate guy or anything like that, but apparently it does increase the rent and the cost of housing in the city when they do this sort of thing. And again, we didn't stay in city center very long. We just got us a bite to eat, took some pictures, and we left because we needed to get back to the ship. We had dinner reservations at the Brazilian steakhouse this particular night.
How come our travelers are giant?
Well, those are still young.
lovely French tea. Got it? Another piece? That's good.
We'll go with this for now.
Thank you.
That's good.
Let's do one more.
No, this will be fine. We got so much meat here.
Selected, you're gonna thank me after this, okay? All right, well, tell us, let's get to know each and every one. Couple number one, tell us more about yourself, your names, where are you from, how long you've been together, and how long...
Good morning, Vietnam. So yeah, guys, we are in Vietnam. This particular trip, I ended up taking a tour. I booked it through the ship, through Norwegian, and ended up being a pretty good tour for a cruise ship tour. I haven't been real happy with these things in the past, but this one wasn't too bad. Now, to go from the port area to the Cu Chi Tunnel complex area is about 3, if not longer, hours. It can be longer depending on the traffic. It took us every bit of 3.5 hours to get there and 3.5 hours to get back. So it's a long day. This is a long tour, and be prepared for that if you take it. They do stop along the way, and you go to this little place where these they're supposedly victims of Agent Orange, are doing crafts, and you can buy some things that they make there. Guys, I don't know. This could be a complete tourist scam. It could be a complete tourist trap, or it could be legit. Some of the people there look like, they may have had some birth defects or things like that. I don't know, but it was a cool thing, and we ended up buying one piece of art there to hang in the house just as a souvenir.
We used to have crocodiles living in the jungle, and back in the war, they one of the main, that's lazy when the fish coming in and cannot come out. You just take every morning and bring to the market, It's the easy one. So you got snake coming, crab coming, muddy crab, frog, whatever. But they get salt water. So no frog here, but they get water snake and crab and all this different.
You'll notice our tour guide on this. He does talk a little bit about, you know, the how the communists beat the big bad United States, and you know, there's a lot of truth to that. It's not that the United States lost the war, but we dang sure didn't win it either.
And we have around 80 million motorcycle in Vietnam. 80 million. So I tell you, up to 95% of people are going to work by motorcycle. Maybe 5% of them have a car we never use in the city because no parking for the car. And it's so expensive to park it somewhere. Because of the high tide, because near a big river, so now it's the high tide. The water from the river is coming in. But you see some of the raspberry over there, not harvest yet. You know, like, you know, rice grain that left in the field, like 3-5%. Or a lot of frogs, you know, snail, you know, snakes, fish. You know, oh right, it's good for the duck, you know. So the duck meat is good, tastes good, real good because of free range. You know, like the yellow rice here, you see. Sticky rice cake, you know, traditional during the Lunar New Year's. Sticky rice too heavy to digest, you know. So we eat regular rice, you know, twice a day. And the noodle soup, also rice, you know, or make a rice too. So we eat rice 3 times. And we make the rice wine, you know, with sake. The Dong Nai River, ladies and gentlemen, Dong Nai is the name of the province here. And this river is considered the longest river in Vietnam. It runs from Lan Biên mountain range and go down to the ocean to the left with 600 kilometers long. It's one of the more important river because water 1 million hectares of coffee plantation, and vegetable, and strawberries, all this kind. But Vietnam is the world second coffee bean exporter, you know, after Brazil. We're growing Robusta coffee beans, yeah, in the Central Highland. And now we're in Ho Chi Minh City, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people call Saigon, okay? The country biggest city. And you look at the lotus farm right, pink color. There is good crop today. People growing the lotus to have a lotus Drake unit that work in the city. So make the city so expensive to buy homes, you know. You should look at the home on the left hand side here, $1,000 to buy 2-bedroom apartment over there. You know. But see, the bigger work. A lot of businesses start at 9 o'clock, but having a lot of go. You know, because too many people have independent job who got a store, and the metro we built that a year and a half. You know, we have only 23 km long metro, the only one, and we have a 5 kilometer underground and 17 kilometer elevated. $8 billion, you know, to 10 billion to buy. Yeah. If you rent a 2 apartment in there's a university building on the right with a tall building, the technology university. A different one. 2 to 1835. And they built a temple for him. His name Levin Duc. And a little sign on the left hand side, the sign of the old citadel, Gia Dinh. Is the name of Saigon, old name of Saigon.
She lived.
So they're serving like a round table with 10 people. Used to be 12 in the country. And this one. Embassy, the palace. The U.S. embassy was occupied by the Vietcong commander in the 1968 take offensive. The Marine we took back a couple hours later. That's the big attack from the north to the south, and that the CIA failed of didn't have any clue that how on the Vietcong.
Wow, look at the process. Oh, I see here. I didn't know they have to. Oh, salmon. And this is the
was used. It's construction for the people army. So there were a lot of, you remember there are a lot of nightclubs out here, because there's a
It is very surreal being in a place where, the United States soldiers and the Viet Cong had some really bad clashes there. There was a lot of lives lost on both sides. It took a while for the United States to unearth this complex. And I don't know if they ever really fully did it, but I read a book on this one time, and it's why I wanted to go to this complex. At the end, towards the end, we ended up bombing it pretty heavily and at least limited its capacity to wage war against the United States. So, it's very surreal being there and thinking about all the lives that were lost and all that. And, you know, seeing all the booby traps and things like that. It's the ingenuity of the Viet Cong and how basic their guerrilla warfare was and how effective it was is amazing.
One lady is what's her name? Christine. Christine, right? Yes, sir. You're mixing in Cambodia. Holding this way.
Here.
Right. Same way out. Christine, same way out. The two on first. Yeah.
That's good enough.
Good,
Oh, sure.
good. Can you manage? One, two, three. I live with a lot of people. We spy bamboo trap. Big weapon, not a simple one used by the native people in the past. You know, catching deer and stuff like that. And adapted to the war by guerrilla fighters. And they want the most scary trap. Again, the U.S. troops, U.S. military. You know, imagine one of the U.S. fall into the trap. What happened? The big man come to rescue him. Helicopter took the doctor over here, and that. So where the racism? So the victim staying and waiting when the GI will come closer. Same side, recognize they are, same side. Everybody have a hammer, using the sleeve and a hammer, with a double from jungle to jungle. Have a speed, foul and destroy. So he.
There was a program about Chewy and and he said it categorically in autism.
That was.
Okay, now in front of you, you could see a lot of traps in this area, but the traps in not crocodile. This one make it through the wall, and the rest is why? Sometimes husband and wife, father, mother pass away. The big circle for a lot of people. At that time, they want revenge.
It's flying. You can see the honey flying, catching it. All I do. Your reaction naturally, you stop the first one, but the second one still hit to the bottom. The fight, and also move and then open like this. Set them along a trail. GI might step on it and get the Then you walk through, stop you can walk around.
Real.
So, guys, if you think you're hearing some AK-47 rounds in the background, you are correct. And these are not blanks. There's a firing range that you're going to see here in just a minute. I went on this thing, and I thought that I was going to get to shoot an AK-47 and all that. And I get down there and come to find out you had to buy a ticket. Well, I didn't have enough time to at that point to go back and get me a ticket, then go back down to the range and shoot, and then get back to the group and join the group, because time was not on our side on this deal. So I ended up missing out. I didn't know you needed a ticket beforehand to get there, but it was kind of cool seeing these old ruggedy AK-47s, and I mean, these guns were legit. They looked like they came from that era. They were so beat up and tore up. But anyway, yeah, so they let you shoot down there a little bit.
Yeah. Want to take a photo? Again.
Safety on? Anita.
Ticket.
Huh?
Ticket.
Oh, you gotta have a ticket.
Oh, a ticket. Okay, I didn't know.
Okay.
4 over here, 4 over there, 4 over there. They gotta open the hole, like rain meter. We gotta build a first layer. So the one we're digging with a handhole, another one with a backfish, take the soil out. And the layer we store the soil. It's that how we wear gorillas swearing. So they get you can imagine that we put our foot in here, they get front hop, and leg is the opposite, you know? You know what it means for? When they let the foot ring to tell the enemy that you gun this way.
And so we did the tunnel tour. We actually went, 20 meters through this tunnel. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't do well in these situations, especially when it's hot and it's full of people. And yeah, you feel like you can't breathe sometimes. Yeah, I didn't like it, but I plugged through. I didn't quit. I went through. And so, yeah, you can officially call me a tunnel rat now. Okay, not really, but yeah, I've been in the tunnels, let's put it that way. The tour guide said that the tunnels that you could crawl through used to be over 100, maybe it was at least 100 meters long, and then they had some people die in them because they panicked, I guess, or whatever, and yeah, so they shortened it down a little bit. How far is it in there?
20 meters.
20 meters.
go up the corner here. Here you are. Wow. Wow, you're here. Is somebody else back, right?
I'm not sure if they're with our group. I'm not sure.
Oh. That's the way out.
Nice to meet you.
And we're out.
We got killed because the smoke got into the tunnel. We killed the people inside. That's how it works, you know. It rise up little by little.
I don't know what the deal with all the shrubs in there is.
Bob, lower, lower, lower.
For the camera, her in the bag, but she looking at man. Now she got a band, huh? But I'm still gonna get her.
All right, one more time, let's give it up for Bob.
I don't know the name of the band, but they're good, aren't they? Would you like to dance? Yeah, I like this song too. It reminds me of you. And baby, do you think there's a chance that later on I could drive you home? No, I don't mind at all. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all. Oh, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all.
So our last port of call on this cruise was in Koh Samui. Now we met a couple on the ship, another Phil Am couple, Bob and Raquel. Ended up having a great time with them. We actually ran into them again in Pattaya. So yeah, we had a lot of good times with them, and they had been to Koh Samui before, and they wanted to go to a certain little place that they had seen and didn't get to spend much time, and so they were like, you want to come with us and we can all share a taxi and all that kind of stuff. And we were like, sure, we don't know where we're going. So we hung out with Bob and Raquel, had a great time. It ended up being just a beach day. I definitely want to go back to Koh Samui again and actually stay there, spend the night there, stay in a hotel, enjoy the beaches. And this was a little bit more touristy than Langkawi, but it was not as bad as like Pattaya or something like that. So it's a little bit of that middle ground between the two.
taxi.
They don't like them at the airport. They don't like them at the seaport. They don't like them
Airport cannot go. Grab cannot go airport. Only outside.
Right.
They don't like. They don't hate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, early. Come on, early. Anh đằng không? Tout en même temps, on dirait. Elle est déjà rentrée. Non, elle est là-bas. En arrière de nous, c'est quoi bien Canada?
Every time change, if I had it my way, you would know that you are. Oh, you're the kind in the morning.
There is nothing for me but to love and the way you look tonight.
After Koh Samui, we ended up having a sea day where we went to the port that is in between Pattaya and Bangkok, Thailand, and that's where we ended up getting off the ship. Got to see a great sunset, and that particular night they had a special little thing going on where you could do karaoke with the band. So guys, here it is. I do my karaoke with the band. I thought it was going to be a little bit difficult, but I fared pretty good, I think. So enjoy.
Watching the sun bathe, all of those tourists covered with oil, strumming my six string on my front porch swing. Smell those shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that they're so woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. I don't know the reason I stayed here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo, but it's a real beauty, a Filipina cutie. How it got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's someone to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Blew out my Janela,